part that the Constitution doesn't really mean that, even though that's what it plainly says. And you'll see this headlines as the Birthright Citizenship case. In my experience, nobody who's not a lawyer instinctively knows what the words birthright citizenship mean. What this case is, what they're going to be arguing this week, the whole idea of birthright citizenship is that from the beginning in this country, anybody born in this country has been an American by virtue of the fact that they were born here. It's a core part of what makes America America, and it's in the Constitution. The Trump administration is trying to change that, and they're going to try to change it this week. What they want instead is for you not to be an American by virtue of the fact that you were born here. Instead, they want a new test. They want to assess the allegiance, the loyalty of a person's parents before they decide if that person who's born here in this country can be considered really an American, really a citizen. I mean, before, just to put this in perspective, before this current experience we are having right now with the Trump administration trying to build, in Hagerstown, Maryland, and Social Circle, Georgia, and Salt Lake City, and all these other places, before this experience we're having now, where they're trying to build these huge Trump prison camps to hold people without trial indefinitely, before this, the last time we had massive domestic prison camps in this country to hold people indefinitely and without trial, the last time we did something like this was in World War II. When the U.S. government locked up Japanese Americans for years, regardless of their citizenship, on the theory that their race alone made them dangerous and justified putting them in what were, effectively, concentration camps, even though they weren't called that. Well, now today, Japanese American groups and experts on Japanese American incarceration during World War II, they've been filing friend of the court briefs in this Supreme Court case ahead of the oral arguments in the Birthright Citizenship case this week. Law professor Eric Muller of the University of North Carolina is a nationally recognized expert on what happened to Japanese Americans during the war. He has written 4 books on the incarceration of Japanese Americans during World War II. He has submitted a friend of the court brief in which he explains, sort of patiently, that even in World War II, even when we were so panicked about the loyalties and the allegiances of whole huge swaths of our population, so much so that we effectively created a concentration camp system to lock up an entire ethnic group for years on the basis of how scared we were about their supposed loyalties and allegiances. Even then, even when citizens of Japan, who we had locked up in those camps, had babies here inside those camps. Even then, there was no controversy at all about the fact that those babies, born in American concentration camps to citizens of another country, those babies born here were definitely American.